Hi there, my name is Kerry Rooks. I'm part of the marketing team here at SPT Labtech, and I'm here today with Helen Cavill, one of our manufacturing engineers, who's going to talk to us about how we've been responding to some of the latest challenges, what we've learned as a company and herself, and some of the plans for the future. So welcome, Helen.
Thanks.
Could you just give us a bit of a flavour of your role here at SPT Labtech?
Yeah, so I'm a manufacturing engineer for liquid handling, and I've been at SPT Labtech for 4 years now. So I'm responsible for all variants of mosquito instruments, the liquid handling accessories such as the magnetic bead cleanup block and all the liquid handling consumables. So I take new products from development right through to production to make sure that we can manufacture them reliably for a sensible cost, etc. I also help with troubleshooting and continuous improvement projects. And two of the things that I'm most proud of having worked on is the evolution of mosquito high volume into the latest genomic spec with the telescopic head cover, and bringing the full range of Dragonfly Discovery consumables to market, including the ultra low retention syringes and the auto feed reservoirs most recently. So I'm really a technical link between development, the production, the suppliers, and sometimes also the customers. And I like the role because it's a good combination of creativity, so even getting involved in things like packaging to make sure that the products make it to customers without getting damaged. But also some days I can be like an engineering detective trying to work out why something's gone wrong and how we can stop it. And I've worked in manufacturing for about 16 or so years now, and this is my favourite job yet because I'm so passionate and proud about the products that we work on and the difference that they make to our customers and to society as a whole.
So with the ongoing demand on supply chain of tips and reagents, how do you think that SPT Labtech instruments like the Mosquito and Dragonfly Discovery are best placed to help customers make the most of their supplies?
So with Mosquito, because our tip technology is a positive displacement dispense, we can get very high levels of accuracy and precision down to as low as 50 nanolitres. So that means that customers can miniaturize their experiments and protocols so to use a lot less reagents. And because there's zero cross-contamination, that means that in a 384 well plate, you can run 384 different experiments and not have to have lots and lots of replicates. So in both ways, that will save you reagents and time. With Dragonfly Discovery, the tips, if you leave them in the instrument, are reusable. So you could easily run an 8-hour shift running the same liquids through those tips, and they're zero contact. So you're not going to damage them by contacting the plate because of the way that we expel the liquid from our tips. And then our field application scientists are working closely with customers to try and optimize their protocols. They can help understand the application better and see how we can run the instruments differently, use different amounts of liquid to maximize efficiency, and things such as our low dead volume reservoirs really help with that.
So with that ongoing pressure on the supply chain, specifically for tips, how can SPT Labtech ensure consistent, robust supply of tips to customers in the coming months?
So now more than ever, our field application scientists and support team have been closely working with customers to understand their specific demands, what they're actually trying to do, then the specific variants of consumables that they need to achieve that. And then we're feeding that into our production models to make sure that we're getting the right kind of products into the warehouses when customers need them. We're also responding to the increase in volumes by bringing more mosquito tip production machines online. So we've been building and commissioning more of those in recent months, built them faster than ever before. They're performing really, really well. So that's increasing our capacity and also bringing extra staff on site, training them up so that we can run more shifts and get more out of the machines. There's also continuous improvement work being done around mosquito tip production, looking at how we can reduce cycle times on the existing machinery and really investigate any sort of downtime and stoppages so that we can get the maximum outputs out of the fleet of machines that we already have.
And Helen, have you found that we've been more readily collaborating with our usual manufacturing partners?
Definitely, because we've had to ramp up production. We've been really, really closely working with our existing supply chain. So variation of suppliers, but a lot of whom are UK based and a lot who are quite local to the area. So we've been collaborating strongly, training them up on minute parts of the process to ensure that we get the quality and the output we need. But also it's not just placing a blanket order for the year, it's actually much more looking at our production schedule of what are we building week to week, month to month. So probably a more lean manufacturing type responsiveness, and working with our suppliers has done that.
So Helen, what do you see coming down the line in terms of changes and processes that you might be looking to implement in the next sort of 6 to 12 months?
So with a lot of our consumables, there's still a lot more that we can do to increase capacity and volume. So there's more multi-cavitation tooling, additional production machinery, etc., that we're going to ramp up on. And then there are things like other variants of auto feed reservoirs that are just coming into production that I'm already working on. So that's definitely happening. And then there's always build line, continuous improvements and sort of lean manufacturing things that are going on in the background, that building on work that I've already done this year, where we can make further improvements next year and hopefully reduce lead times and sort of make the minute process savings that only a manufacturing engineer really understands.
That's great, thanks.
Yep.
So I think it's fair to say, Helen, it's been a challenging time for all of us. But what do you think we've learned at SPT Labtech that we can take forward in the coming years?
I think to get through the challenges that have been thrown at us this year, we've had to sort of really push our manufacturing efficiencies, be really agile and work quite differently in a sort of very collaborative way within our company and with our supply chain and with our customers. And that's something that we're going to take forward, and I think it's going to really help the sort of robustness of our manufacturing. So that's a really good thing. It's also underlined, I think, just how vital it is to have things like consumable stock for our customers as close to our customers as we can keep it. So I know I'm going to be helping build up even further our stocks of consumables in warehouses like across the world over the coming months, so that we can react even faster next time our customers need us.
That's great, and I'm sure will be music to our customers' ears. And on a personal note, I think we can all say that we're coming away from this having learned a lot. Give us a little bit of a insight into what you think you've learned, and we'll help you going forward.
So I think something that's come out of it for me is just I'm amazed at what we've all achieved as a team. If someone had said to us this time last year that our manufacturing department would have been producing the outputs that we have, we'd have just thought you were absolutely crazy. And so proud of what we've achieved, the way that we've all pulled together the whole supply chain, from procurement and production planning, the build line, our suppliers, everyone in support. We've all worked together so hard, and what we've produced is quite amazing. So it really gives confidence that the next challenge that comes, we can also meet that and push higher and push even further into the market.
Thanks for your time today, Helen. That was really interesting, and I'm sure super helpful to a lot of our customers right now. If you'd like to learn more about SPT Labtech, you can visit our website and find out how we've been responding to these latest challenges, or follow us on social media. Thanks for your time today.